Hello and welcome to my very quick, hopefully, Oscars prediction video. I don't, sometimes I do this, sometimes I don't do it. It's very slapdash every year, but very much looking forward to the Oscars as always, even though this awards season has been particularly dull, I think. All the same winners, every single show, and I'm sure it's going to be the same with the Oscars, so it's kind of like, I don't know, something. It's nice when it gets spiced up a little bit, maybe we'll see some of that, and this year I will get to see the Oscars live on TV. I can watch it on my TV, not some bootleg stream on my laptop, which is pretty cool, so I'm looking forward to watching it. I'll try and watch it live, but I might not be able to stay up for the whole thing. We'll see what happens. I'll probably do some sort of video, a movie vlog perhaps, of me watching it, but I'm going to give you my quick rapid fire predictions, as well as who I would like to win. Maybe I'll get into that more in the kind of live watching vlog video. And also at the end of this video I'll be telling you about my best films of the year for 2019 videos, plural. So stay tuned for that. So best picture I think is probably going to go to 1917. If not, I think the outside second chance there is Parasite, and I would like to see Parasite win that one actually, although my number one pick would probably be Jojo Rabbit. I did get to go and see 1917 this morning at the cinema, and I braved Storm Kira, or however you pronounce it, and it was fine. It was just very windy. At one point I literally couldn't breathe because the wind was that strong, which is kind of startling. But anyway, I went to see 1917 finally and thought it was excellent. Wouldn't be mad at it winning, but it's definitely not the best film of the year. Best director I think will go to Tarantino, which I really don't like. I would literally rather any of the other directors win than Tarantino for this. But Bong Joon-ho, again, is probably the outside second chance here, but I would love to see Martin Scorsese win. I'd be fine with Todd Phillips winning, but I think he has no chance in hell of winning. Sam Mendes actually will probably win. Fuck. Oh, what's my prediction then? I'm going to go Sam Mendes, I think, even though I think Tarantino might win it. But I'd be very happy if Tarantino didn't, and I'll explain that more in my follow-up video. Best actor, I think, will go to Joaquin Phoenix. That's pretty much a foregone conclusion. My preference would be Adam Driver. Best actress, I think, will go to Renée Zellweger. Apparently she's like the best thing ever in Judy. Or option B is she's playing a famous person, which usually guarantees you an Oscar, even if it's not the best performance of the year. Gary Oldman. Rami Malek. Best supporting actor, I think, will go to Brad Pitt. You could bet I think that, you know, even Adam Sandler's character in Uncut Gems could safely bet a lot of money on Brad Pitt on that one. And I don't really agree with it, to be honest. I think Joe Pesci should win, or at least Al Pacino, but Joe Pesci I think would be my pick. But Brad Pitt, that's a complete lock. As well as Joaquin Phoenix, those two are completely sewn up. Best supporting actress as well, definitely going to Laura Dern, and I think it's ridiculous. I don't understand it. She's fine in Marriage Story, just not great. I mean, she was better in Little Women. Give her, if you're going to give Laura Dern well, she deserves it by now, give it for Little Women. She was much better in that and had much more of a substantial role, I thought. Even at times, dare I say it, as much as I love Laura Dern, I could see her acting a little bit in Marriage Story. But out of the ones nominated, I would prefer to see Florence Pugh win, even though she was just fine in Little Women. You know, again, she's much better in other films from last year, but it's a weird one, the supporting actress category. Best original screenplay will go to Tarantino. I think, again, I don't agree. I think some people might think that, you know, the best script means the best dialogue, and that's not what a best script is, in my opinion. Even though I think his dialogue is incredible, and it was incredible in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and I do think it's a very good film. For me, I think Knives Out it's so well structured, such a good film, the way that it's structured and written, and I've actually read some of the script and kind of put my money where my mouth is a little bit, and it's a really great script from what I've read. But I would also be fine with Parasite. I think that'd be a great one to win. But yeah, it's going to be Tarantino, I think. Best adapted screenplay, I think, will go to Taika Waititi for Jojo Rabbit, and I'm fine with that decision. I think that's probably the best one to go with. Best animated film, I'm not going to do all of these. I think we'll go to Toy Story 4. Because it's a Disney film, Pixar film. You know, I mean, this is the voting body that gave the Oscar to Big Hero 6 instead of probably one of the best animated films of all time, The Tale of the Princess Kaguya. So You know, they're just going to go Disney, Pixar, whatever. But I would love to see Klaus win, and I think I Lost My Body is a masterpiece and is far better than all of these films combined. So I think that is the one that should win, but it probably won't. It was good that it got nominated, but it definitely won't win. International feature, I haven't seen any of them except for Parasite. I've really slacked this year on the foreign films and the documentaries, which is a real shame. It depends from year to year whether or not the availability is there, you know, to find some of these films to watch. But yeah, original score will probably go to Joker, and I agree with that one. And that's pretty much it, really. Cinematography will probably go to Roger Deakins, I think deservedly so. The way that thing is shot is incredible. Yeah, best visual effects, probably going to go to 1917, and I do not agree with that one in the slightest. For me, the impressive visual aspect of 1917 is the fucking production design, and I mean, that's just a whole. I mean, is that up for production design? Actually, that should really win. Yes, it is. That really should win, I think. But yeah, best visual effects, I think. I don't know. It would be nice to see Endgame win. I mean, that film is pretty much an animated movie, right? But I still think Alita should have been up for this. I mean, that is probably one of the most impressive visual effects I've ever seen. It's just that character alone. Rise of Skywalker, there's some great stuff in that. Lion King, I mean, yeah. The Irishman, sure, but it's, you know, a little wonky at times. But Endgame, even just like Hulk in Endgame, I mean, it's so incredible how far we've progressed with digital characters, but you know, it is what it is. So that's my predictions for the main stuff. And yeah, so my videos on the films of 2019, I'll be doing my annual top 20 films of the year, so that'll be coming in the next week or so. I usually do it around February once I've caught up with everything I need to. There's a few more films I want to get to. I managed to watch all the Best Picture nominees except for Ford v Ferrari. That was the one that just slipped out of my grasp, unfortunately, so hopefully I'll get to that soon. I really want to see it. And yeah, so best film, top 20 of 2019 will be coming in next week or so, and then I'll be doing something I started last year, which is my top damn good films of the year. So the films didn't quite make the cut, and there's, I think, probably about 20 I can talk about for 2019. So there'll be 2 top 20 videos, the top 20 of 2019, top 20 damn good films of 2019, and I will also be doing something I toyed with about 4 or 5 years ago. I'm going to be doing, finally, pulling the trigger on the RazorwireReviews Film Awards, which sounds really pretentious and kind of, you know, what's the word? Pretentious is another P. I was going for alliteration there. Sounds pretentious and pompous, right? But really, it's just, I think, and Brian Lomax does this on his channel, Brian Lomax Movie Talk. Go check him out if you haven't already. It's a great channel. And the way he kind of describes it is it's a different way of doing a top 10 list. You know, it's kind of singling out certain things. I like the idea of doing that. So it's not so much it's my awards, you know, like kind of being all high and mighty. It's just a different kind of celebrating the year, singling out performances or certain technical elements. And I won't be doing everything, just the things I think I have an opinion on. And it'll just be like a quick video, nothing fancy, just kind of, hey, here's the things I thought were the best this year, you know, 5 for each, and then the one I think should win. So that'll be coming probably the next 2 weeks or so. So yeah, look forward to that. Thank you for watching, and leave your predictions down below, and I'll probably do a follow-up video talking about the actual ceremony itself. And something I always say every year is that I love the Oscars, I love the Academy Awards, I love the history of it, I love the pomp and circumstance of it, I hate the bullshit of it and all the kind of money that goes on, that changes hands, the promotion, the sponsorships, the advertising deals, the spending millions of dollars on foil consideration packages. I think it's absolute bullshit. It should just be, what are the best films of the year? Money shouldn't be changing hands for those kinds of things. Hey, maybe things have changed since, you know, recent years, but it just seems like there's a lot of glad handing going on with the Oscars and a lot of award shows as well. Even Joaquin Phoenix was calling out the Golden Globes when he won his award for that, you know. But through all that, you cut through all that bullshit, and at the end of it, literally the end of the road is really good filmmakers and artists getting their moment in the sun where they can go, hey, you know, I have an award for the years I spent doing this, or in some cases it's not that long, but you know, some of these directors and filmmakers, they spend years on their movies, and they get to kind of get a nice, hey, you know, I deserve a little bit of recognition here, and people get to kind of, you know, applaud them, and it's fun. It's cool. It's cool for those people. It's just everything around it can be a little bit like, you know, and there's certain awards that get handed out for you know, political reasons that does go on, but you know, it is what it is. That the awards don't make the films any better, any worse. It doesn't really, you know, matter in the long run. It's just a nice, cool thing for film fans most of the time. I hope they do another compilation this year, like kind of the montage they did last year was incredible. Anyway, I'll leave it there. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you with the next video. Which was that? Was that like my shoulders are doing a bit of a weird kind of like body popping thing? I'll see you with. It's probably because I'm standing up and I'm not used to standing up in video. So, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.
It's alright by me. Apart from the fact he throws cans of Carlin into a tree. Yeah, he's really cool. Yeah, he's really cool. But he's not quite as cool as you.